The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Watch him now, Barney!
Now they try the right side here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Elway. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And put it on the board. It's 6. A touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, 78 yards. And the Madden Elites have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down the score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Elway. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. Well, I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll him out. You got the option to run or pass. Just didn't work.
Not at all, and the communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receivers were covered as they escaped from the line of scrimmage, because that's supposed to be a surprise to everyone, and that's how they get through. People forget their assignments on defense. That didn't happen. And think about the guy rolling out with the football, looking for an open person, no one there.
Helpless feeling.
Helpless, because that gap between you and defenders now is going to close and close quickly.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
38 yards on the scamper there.
We can talk about bend but don't break all we want, but the defense now, we're going to find out just how flexible and pliable they really are. Can they bounce back after that type of a run, that type of momentum against them, and find a way to slow down this offense?
The first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. This is first and goal from about the 8. They'll run here with Ingram. They stop short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be second and goal now. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? It's a quarterback sneak. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. He needed 2. He only got 1 on the sneak, and that's going to lead us to a 4th and 1. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Gun!
Now this time he'll look to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A.J. Green, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Rosas good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they'll run it here. And an alley to run. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the hometown guys with the football here to begin this second quarter of play. And they've got it here with a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
No, Jack, Patriot!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Room to run past midfield. And Hill running right through it. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's Elway. He's going to fight. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will score. It's a touchdown. A.J. Green, 37 yards. And the Madden Elites are in for 6. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, and now he pulls him over. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. The wide receivers, the tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Back down to that Philly. Here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. On the move to his left. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a bodybuilder's guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He dumps it down to Ingram. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. On play action, they'll throw. Steps away. He may try and run for this. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now a handoff to Ingram. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. They come out here in the eye. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a 1st down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They'll run for it. It's Ingram. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Elway down around his goal line. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Elway. Green's got it over the middle. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with it.
And down his man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. On 1st and 10, Smith got a man. It's Brown. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other, they're controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Smith. This is caught. It's close. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play. So opening drive, 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, and the ball should be there. And then they can do some work afterwards.
Let's go, 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 go. Tiger.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. It's caught left side by Cooks. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
On 3rd down, that's Jacobs. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of the 1st down.
And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27th. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith steps away to his left. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Brandon Cooks, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second down, Elway.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up. But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away.
And look at this, it's a fake. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now they try the right side here, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now they'll run it on the toss. Able to push his way through. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to be a loss of 15 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Off of play action. Here's Smith. Flush to his right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 1:52 left to play in this second quarter. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. Here's Elway to throw. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
After the interception, here's Smith. Flush, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Deion Jones not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Smith. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it, and the defense has come up with it.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. And I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it. But I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 37 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Now that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. Now Elway on 1st down. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Elway. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Final play of the half. It's Elway. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Watch him now, Barney!
And on the ground they go with a running back. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No, check, Patriot!
Elway to throw on 2nd. And Green with a catch left side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Elway now looking to throw on 3rd. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Tahir Whitehead with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Now it's Elway. He's got his man here. It's Green. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop. On 2nd down, Elway. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Elway. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Elway. He's got it complete. Mike Davis. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. To throw is Elway. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Cameron Hayward in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. From the gun, it's Elway. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They'll give it to him right up the gut, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, this is the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't...
And it's a touchdown! In for the score! And the Madden Elites cut into that lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Able to power through. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. Right back to him on first down. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And they'll go on the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, here's Smith. He's going to air one out. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Smith. They're able to find Garcon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And they'll run it here. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now whistles blow here. Play has stopped, and we're going to get a timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Madden Elite's offense trotting out again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. From the shotgun, Elway. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held him in check on the scoreboard. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a 1st down as well. Now it's Elway. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Cameron Hayward in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Out of the gun, Elway being chased out left. And he's going to go down again. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Elway on 3rd and long. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Elway to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. Well, as always, Carter, an extreme pleasure to any of the media buffets.